Alright guys, what's the crack? And in today's emblem we have got the anti-diva Paige. Damn right. And before we get into this, I just want to say this emblem can get a bit messy, it can get a bit tricky, but it really does look good on like the actual call sign, on the small resolution emblem in the game itself. It really does look good. The big emblem does look a bit messy, but let's get straight into this. Step one, all you're gonna have to do is make the big P background. The outline of the P comes first, and what we're going to do here is just get long, thin, grey lines. We're going to turn these lines grey eventually. All you have to do here is make sure that the lines that you place are parallel to the lines above it and below it. So as you see here, I'm going to place this line in on top, I'm going to place this line in on bottom, and those lines have to be placed parallel to each other. They have to line up. You'll see me here as I place these lines. I'm going to make sure that they're in line with the one above it. Same again, I'm going to move this one across, as you see. Now we're going to place that in there, make it a bit smaller, make it all fit together. And now you have your P pretty much done. Okay, so step 3, we're going to get the inside of the P. And for this, we're going to need 2 boxes, a white box and a black box. First, stick your white box in there, just like this, at a slight angle. And make it just a bit big enough so you have a bit of a black background. And then simply enough, throw a smaller black box in on top of that white box, and that's going to give you the inside of the P itself. Moving on to step 4, really quick, we're going to grab another straight line, move it around a bit and fill in the actual straight line of the P itself. Make it all fit in with the color you want. Kind of a grey, metallic-y grey is good. Make sure all those slants, can't forget those parallel lines, make sure those all match up. Use triangles, and as you see here at the top, I'm going to fit this one in at the bottom first. And if you need to use lines to fill in the slants, absolutely, by all means use lines. As you can see here, we're using triangles up the top to fill in these gaps. Make sure that they all fit in to the opposite lines above them and around them. Okay, so step 6, we're going to get the trickiest part. We're going to do a little cheat here, and we're going to the diamonds. If you look at Paige's emblem, it's a load of diamonds, and to get these diamonds, we're just going to keep on copying and pasting these black lines. And this is what I mean when I say this could get messy, keeping these lines straight, keeping them parallel, keeping them evenly spaced out between each one. But this is the part that looks really good on the actual emblem itself in the game. It genuinely looks like Paige's logo at a distance when you see it small. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm placing in these red boxes. Well, I'm going to turn them black eventually, but I'm going to place in these red boxes, and these are going to go into layers 2 and 3. And what they're going to do is make sure that when I put in these purple lines now in a second, as you can there you go, those red boxes, I'm making sure that the purple lines don't shine through the P emblem itself, and if they do, we can always rub them out with black lines. Okay, so now that you have those purple lines in, what you want to do is you get 2 triangles at either end, the left hand end and the right hand end, and you will slice those lines at an angle. Okay, we're going to copy and paste these patterns. It's called a hex. You go into patterns and grab the hex object, and you will just copy and paste these, squeeze them out, use the fixed scale to kind of make sure they're even, and just copy and paste them across, and make sure again you clear up any of the rough edges or overlaps. It's really simple. Just get black lines, grey lines, whatever color you need to fill in, make sure you do that. This is really simple, just for the jewels and a little emblem. Go to patterns and go to centered checkers, and when they're that small on the emblem, no one really knows. You can't really tell that it's a white checkerboard. So it's effective, it's simple, it's effective. You don't need to do too much for that. Okay, so moving on to the actual background. This is optional. If you don't want to do this, that's fair enough, but just grab this. It's called a corner blast object, and you can move this into a couple of different areas. If you actually look at the emblem itself, it does have a kind of lights streaking through the background. So we're going to put them in here. And of course, we're going to put in the "This is my house" catchphrase that Paige has become very popular for. It can be time consuming, so of course we're just going to speed things up here. And there you go. You've got about 2 or 3 layers to work with at the end there after that. And you can fill in a bit more, few backgrounds or whatever you want to do. And as you can see up the top there, that looks really genuinely like Paige's emblem. If you find yourself a nice purple call sign, it goes really, really well. And when you see it come up in the game, man, honestly, it stands out nicely. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed Paige's emblem. I know it was a bit tricky. I hope you can get it done. I will see you soon, guys. Take it easy.